Please be seated. Welcome to the Spring 2025 Nursing Pinning Ceremony. To start our program, I would like to invite St. Charles Community College President Dr. Barbara Cavalier to the podium.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to St. Charles Community College's annual Nursing Pinning Ceremony. If you don't know already, our nursing program is one of the most elite programs at our college. In fact, this past year, St. Charles Community College nursing program was ranked one of the top 3 nursing programs in the state of Missouri. Yes. Now, certainly that's due to the incredible success of our students who outperform other nursing students in other programs. But there are some other factors I want to mention that are really important to know about. We're also successful because we have, I think, some of the best facilities in the state of Missouri. How many family members in the audience tonight have had an opportunity to tour our Center for Healthy Living at the Darden Creek campus? How many of you? Okay, I see a few hands. I hope you get a chance to stop by there sometime. We have an expanded, amazing virtual hospital that a lot of colleges don't have. We have state-of-the-art classrooms and technology, and we all know that facilities play a key role in engaging students in learning. We're also successful because of our amazing partnerships. We have partnerships with, I think, every healthcare system in the entire region. And I tell you what, here's a secret. They love our students. In fact, so much so, some of them pay for tuition. Many of our students have jobs before they even graduate. So I think that speaks strongly to the value of our partnership. And then finally, and this is so important, our success is based so much on the passion, the dedication, the intelligence, the compassion of the nursing faculty, who I would love for you to give a round of applause to. Students, thank you for choosing St. Charles Community College. Hopefully you know by now you made a really good choice. I hope you're proud of all that you have accomplished, because it's a lot, and it's substantial, and it's admirable. And please know how very proud we are of each and every one of you. Let's give our graduates a round of applause. And finally, graduates, we have some very important people here that are joining us for this celebration. We have 2 members of the St. Charles Community College Board of Trustees, our president, Trustee Pam Seelick, and our past president, Trustee Mary Stodden. We're also joined by members of my cabinet, our Provost and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Amy Kaler, our Executive Vice President, Mr. Todd Galbiers, and the Chief Officer over the Darden Creek campus, the Technical Center in Wentzville, and soon to be our new Regional Workforce Center, Shelley Mawkins. Again, congratulations, graduates. We are so proud of you. Thank you. I would like to now bring our wonderful provost, Dr. Amy Kaler, to the podium.
What an amazing honor it is to be here tonight to celebrate these graduate nurses and participate in their nursing pinning ceremony. As a nurse and as a member of the nursing profession, this is truly one of my favorite evenings. Nursing pinning ceremonies are full of symbolism and tradition. It's by far our proudest moment. We get to see students succeed, reach their academic goals, and have this beautiful ceremony to celebrate their accomplishments. In case those in the audience tonight are uncertain, nursing school, it's hard. It's very hard. But the nursing pinning ceremony that you'll witness tonight is evidence of completion from a rigorous program. It's recognition of the history of nursing and the heritage of nursing education. But the pinning ceremony is much more than an event. It's a long-standing tradition and a warm welcome of these new graduate nurses into our profession. Welcome, graduates. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Bussin and bring her up to the podium to start the show.
Tight quarters moving everyone around. So graduates, I want you to take a moment, take a pause. I want you to think about your journey that got you to this point. Some of you might have had a pretty straight path. Some of you might take a little turns and twists and come back again and go at it, right? Each of you has a very unique journey. You should be proud of your journey. It's yours. No matter what it took for you to get to this point, you're here. You are at this point, and that is something to be very, very, very proud of. I know my journey to nursing was not a straight linear path by any stretch of the imagination, and I know many of yours was not either. And you should be proud of where you are at. But tonight, I am up here, speaking of journeys, to talk about the journey of our college. So I'm going to share with you the journey and rich history of our nursing programs. The St. Charles Community College nursing programs officially began in 1988, but they originated as St. Mary's College of O'Fallon with the Sisters of the Most Precious Blood. The registered nursing program began at St. Mary's in 1970, and the practical nursing program began in 1984. In 1987, St. Mary's announced that it wanted to close. It was no longer interested in being in the business of educating nurses, but they were very passionate about the program they had, and they looked around to see who they trusted to take on the heritage that they had started. And there was this brand new community college known as St. Charles Community College that was just starting in the area, and so we partnered with them and we adopted their nursing programs. Since 1970, we've enjoyed an amazing reputation, and as Dr. Cavalier mentioned in her welcome, we've got one of the best reputations in the area. And while I do think part of that is due to the programs we have created, it is honestly very little about us and all about you. Our graduates, when they're out in the community, they are ready to hit the ground running, and I cannot tell you the number of times that I'm out in the hospitals and I overhear somebody saying, "Oh, we've got St. Charles Community College here today. We're going to be fine." Where they don't necessarily always like to have students from other nursing programs. As soon as they know they have SCC students, they're like, "Oh, we're good." Those students know what they're doing. So our reputation is great because of all of you. And I have no doubt that each one of you who are sitting in these chairs tonight getting ready to be pinned will continue to carry on the great reputation we have as a college. So, after countless hours studying for exams, listening to podcasts, lots of clinicals, you're ready to enter that profession of nursing. I want to end with one of my favorite sayings. It is from Christopher Robin to Winnie the Pooh. As you continue on your journey as a nurse, for those who are bridging, or start your journey as a nurse for the practical nurses and traditional students, I want you to remember, promise me, you'll always remember, you're braver than you believe, you're stronger than you seem, and you're smarter than you think. And those first days as a new nurse, you need to remember Christopher Robin's great words, because we will all feel a little challenged in that first, really, 6 months to 12 months as a nurse. It's okay. You've got this. You are ready for this. On that note, don't know where that came from, sorry. On that note, I would like to introduce our student speakers. Our student speakers volunteered to share their thoughts on the journey that they've taken with their peers. Today we will be hearing from Zoe Harrington from the Practical Nursing Program and Brooke River from the Traditional ADN Program. At this time, I would like to welcome Zoe to the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud families, and fellow graduates, my name is Zoe Harrington, and I am part of the LPN cohort. It is with great honor and pride that I'm able to stand before you today to celebrate our hard-earned achievement. We started our first day unknown to what our future semesters would look like. We all heard about how difficult nursing school was, but I'm sure we can collectively agree that we had no idea how much it would make to be here today. Many of us had to make numerous sacrifices to reach this milestone tonight, and it is no exaggeration to say that this has been one of the most challenging times in our lives. Today marks the culmination from our hard work from exams, clinicals, and times we thought this day would never come. As I stand here before you, I am filled with immense respect and gratitude, not just for myself, but for every single one of us that can walk across this stage. I want us all to take a moment and reflect on our experiences. I want us to remember the moments we shared, the times we complained about how hard the content was, and the inevitable stain on our white scrub tops 5 minutes after we put it on. We all went through many different trials and tribulations, but through it all, we learned, we grew, and we found strength within ourselves to keep pushing through. I want to acknowledge and thank everyone in our circle that have been able to support us during this challenging time. To the heart of our journey, our instructors. Thanks for believing in us. Thanks for listening to all of our fear-induced complaints and passionate debates on test nullifications. Sorry, guys. You were there for us when we doubted ourselves and celebrated our victories when we knew you'd understand the challenges we were going through. You have taught us how to be well-rounded individuals, critical thinking nurses, and how to turn our struggles into stepping stones for our success. You have heard all of our criticism with grace and were able to give us insight on what to expect when we get out into the real world of nursing. I do, however, think we can collectively not thank you guys for the insane amount of prep use and med profiles that we had to complete. To the backbone of our journey, our family and friends, thank you for supporting us during this challenging time. None of this would have been possible without the unwavering support you all gave us. You've been there for pickup and drop off for the kids, heard us complain that we don't have a dollar to our name, and given us time to be able to study for hours on end. You have been through our setbacks and accomplishments. You have believed in us when we doubted ourselves and reminded us that we are capable even when we felt we weren't. I know that nursing school wasn't just a challenge for us. It was a challenge for all of you too. Thank you guys for being part of our village, and most importantly, thank you for your support during this time in our lives. Finally, almost there. Finally, to my fellow graduates, we did it. We are about to achieve one of our proudest milestones. Today is not the ending, but a start to anything we want to accomplish in the real world of nursing. We have been able to push through some of the toughest and most stressful of days. These semesters are some I will never forget, even if some moments I would like to wipe from my memory, like working for 12 hours and not getting paid, with still $1 to my name. I'm proud to stand here today with all of you and can't wait to see the impact we will all make as nurses. So here's to us. Here's to the time we were able to do our first med pass, the time we had to become an actor to a fake human, and to when we didn't think we could do it anymore. When you walk across this stage, take a moment and soak in every moment. We've spent countless hours trying to make it here tonight. Celebrate every little victory, always ask questions, never forget why you chose nursing, and most importantly, remember, when all else fails, safety is always the answer. Congratulations to us all, and here's to the incredible journey we are about to begin. Thank you. I would now like to invite Brooke River for her speech. Good evening, graduates, faculty, friends, and family. This pinning ceremony represents the end of a journey for all of us. In the midst of my nursing school journey and all of its color-coded checklists, pages upon pages of study guides, and the days crossed off the calendar, it felt like a bit of a countdown getting to this moment. When I look a little closer, however, I am able to reflect on the journey that was so much more meaningful than just a countdown. Each of you has your own journey, and I hope that you too are able to take the time to reflect on its importance. Being a nurse wasn't always what I envisioned myself doing. As a middle schooler, however, I began to have a deeper understanding of the life and experiences of a family friend named Marcus Engel. Mark was blinded as an accident as a teenager and has turned his experience into a crusade for compassionate healthcare. His I'm Here movement was the beginning of my journey and was something that I was lucky enough to share with my cohort this semester. Little did I know how significant a part in my journey Mark would become. In this cohort, what a monumental part of my journey you became. Before starting this program, I had come to the conclusion that I would keep my head down and stick to my studies on my own. I had heard the horror stories about the cliques and competitiveness that formed in nursing cohorts, and I knew that it was something that I didn't want to be a part of. It was the most unexpected and welcome surprise, however, to have my experience with each of you be the exact opposite. Who could have possibly understood bedside manner until being thrown into your very first simulation at the bedside of a mannequin that looked like a child but oddly sounded exactly like one of your instructors? Who could have fully understood the value of staying level-headed in chaos until we were managing an ED, med-surg unit, and ICU together on prioritization and delegation day? Who could have truly understood the importance of teamwork until we were on the front lines of the disaster day simulation and learned to rely on one another to make it through? The connections I made in this cohort and the relationships with those within it are what gave me the confidence I needed to keep moving forward. Little did I know how significant a part of my journey this cohort would become. No educational experience would be complete without the influence of a good faculty, and we've had a great one. My particular journey was influenced by 3 women who have taught me so much about who I want to be in my journey going forward. There's Katie, who showed me by example how to prioritize, who taught me how to advocate for patients and their dignity, and who did the same for the members of this cohort. There is Tina, my very first clinical instructor, who walked me through all of the basics in a way that instilled in me the confidence to do things on my own during a time when I was terrified to even enter a patient room. There is Sam, my preceptor, who never tired of my incessant questions and who gradually provided me with more and more opportunities to be independent. Little did I know how significant a part of my journey these women would become. One thing I did always know would be a part of my journey was the support from my loved ones, whose relentless and unwavering encouragement I would not be here without. My loved ones who believed in me always, but especially in the times when I did not believe in myself, who constantly reassured me that I was exactly where I needed to be. My mom, the woman who never once complained when I asked her to quiz me on yet another 50-page study guide, or when I woke her up getting ready for clinicals at 4 a.m. In the wise words of Rory Gilmore, my mother never gave me any idea that I couldn't do whatever I wanted to do or be whomever I wanted to be. I don't know if she ever realized that the person I most wanted to be was her. Thank you, Mom. You were my guidepost for everything. And my boyfriend, Justin, who worked around my seemingly impossible schedule, who celebrated with me after every single exam, and who has been my sense of peace amidst the chaos that is nursing school. My 2 biggest cheerleaders were a quintessential part in my journey, and I firmly believe that they are the reason that I am here tonight. As this phase of our journey is drawing to a close and a new phase begins, I can't help but think of the words of the incomparable Taylor Swift's Long Live. I said, remember this moment in the back of my mind, the time we stood with our shaking hands, the crowds and stands went wild. We were the kings and queens, and they read up our names. It was the end of the decade, but a start of an age. Graduating cohort of 2025, I had the time of my life with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Zoe and Brooke. Now we will present the nursing pins. As mentioned, this ceremony is full of symbolism and tradition. Graduates that are pinned also receive one long stem red rose and a candle. The pin is both literally and symbolically a cross to bear. It symbolizes a nurse's dedication to their patients, and it symbolizes what it means to stay back and care for patients long after others have given up and moved on. The nursing pin is a medal of honor that nurses wear to show the respect they have for the miracle of life and the respect they have for the finality of death. The nursing pin is also a badge of courage for everything that nurses have done in the past and everything that nurses do today to fight disease with courage, commitment, and compassion. The red rose is a symbol of life. Its color represents precious, life-giving blood. The thorns represent the pain and the hurt that comes with the bitterness of death and disease. The petal of the rose reminds us how fragile life is, and the scent of the rose symbolizes the sweetness and goodness of life. At this time, I would like to bring Beth Bauer, the Nursing Academic Program Coordinator and faculty member, to the podium to present the nursing pins.
We'll ask that you all hold your applause until each row has been pinned. Will the PN graduates please stand and line up for pinning? Zoe Harrington. Abby Herod. Natalie Kuntz. Farzana Mehta. Taylor Stroop. Marsha Walker. Jolene Zach. Let's congratulate our practical nursing graduates. Will the LPN to ADN graduates please stand and line up for pinning? PN graduates, you may return to your seats and be seated. BJ Jane Beckman. Danielle Caffey. Caitlin Campagna. Ricardo Brigidi. Jenny Hewing. Nick Higgins. Lindsay James. LaRonda Jenkins. Megan Johansson. Amber Johnson. Tanika G. Loggins. Stephen Love II. Madeline McAfee. Heath Moffett. Amanda Mora Stoll. Allison Peterson. Jessica Marie Redden. Rebecca Samelman. And let's congratulate our LPN to ADN graduates. Will the first row of ADN graduates please line up for pinning? LPN to ADN graduates, you may be seated. Brennan Burek. Leslie Coffey. Catherine Colvin. Mustafa Essuman. Taylor Gill. Gracie Harlan. Rebecca Holtage. Michaela Hogan. Katie Holt. Lauren Holtgrew. Marissa Kingsley. Anna Courtcamp. Kennedy Lane. Allison Lowe. Brianna Ray Martin. Tammy Renee Matlack. Michaela Page McCoy. And let's congratulate our first row of ADs. The second row of ADN graduates, please stand and line up for pinning. First row of ADN graduates, you may return to your seats and be seated. Emma Mosch. Anab Noor. Kylie Piskulik. Yvonne Quintanar. Maria Gabriela Reed. Brooke River. Jessica Romanchek. Kristen Sheffer. Christina Skillington. Diana Starnes. Shamika Thomas. Chase Vaughn. Rebecca Vaughn. Catherine Wall. Connor Wiegand. Emily Whiteman. Jordan Ann Wilson. Layla Isabella Dotovich. And let's congratulate our second row of ADM. Graduates, you may return to your seats and be seated.
At this time, the graduate nurses will participate in the candle lighting portion of the ceremony. During the candle lighting, the candles are lit from the lamp of knowledge. As the flame is spread, graduate nurses stand among their faculty and vow to keep the light of knowledge alive and carry with them the ideals of nursing as they move forward in their careers. The lighted lamp represents the light of knowledge that must never be extinguished in a nurse's career. After the candles have been lit and the lamp of knowledge has been passed, we will read the International Nurses Pledge. The pledge will be led by the highest academic performer in each cohort. Farzana Mehta from the Practical Nursing Program, Allison Peterson from the LPN to RN Bridge Program, and Brooke River from the Traditional ADN Program. They definitely deserve that. St. Charles Community College is extremely fortunate to have faculty who are not only clinically experienced and highly qualified, but passionate about their profession and passionate about educating students. I would like to invite the nursing faculty and graduates to line up so that the faculty may share the light of knowledge with the graduates. If you are a nurse in the audience tonight, we invite you to join us in the recitation of the pledge. Graduates and faculty, please line up for candle lighting.
Please join us in reciting the International Nurses Pledge. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skills and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at
think the candle lighting portion is probably my favorite part of the ceremony, to get to recite the pledge with the graduate nurses. We will close the ceremony tonight by recognizing, as we've mentioned, the hard work and the dedication of these graduate nurses. They have completed their nursing education and demonstrated their passion to help others. Graduate nurses, as you move into the nursing profession, let the light of knowledge that you have learned at St. Charles Community College burn brightly throughout your nursing career. Madam President, with your permission, I would like to present the nursing graduates. Graduates, please stand. Although your degrees will be conferred tomorrow night at commencement, I have the honor tonight of presenting these graduates. Graduates, this is the moment for which you have been waiting. Congratulations on completing the requirements for the Certificate of Achievement in Licensed Practical Nursing or the requirements of the Associate of Science in Nursing degree. It is now my privilege to present the St. Charles Community College nursing graduates of May 2025.